Hi, Srivalli.
Hi, Shanti.
So, what is your demo with Python today?
Today I'm demoing Python using Python script VM creation.
Okay. I'll put on mute. Please go ahead.
Okay. Hi, my name is Srivalli. I have about 16 years of experience in IT industry. My latest experience being with Microsoft Redmond. Today, I'm going to demonstrate um, how to deploy a virtual machine using Python script. Okay, let's start. It's a Ubuntu VM with Python script. Agenda is install the required libraries using pip install. And then we are going to take a look at the code snippets, discuss important code snippets from the script, import statements, resource group creation using resource management client library, virtual network, subnet creation, IP address, network security group, network interface card, and virtual machine creation. Execute the script using Python command, and then we're going to take a look at the Python command, and then we'll check the VM creation in Portal. First thing is you need the required libraries to be installed, and you can install them using pip install. Let's quickly check the script here. So here in the script for the Python VM creation script, we need these important libraries. So that is azure.identity, azure.management.compute, azure.management.network, azure.management.resource. And as shown here, we have we use pip install. And this is the command here, pip install, and azure.management.compute, management.network, management.resource. And after the installation is complete, as I showed you, we need to import these libraries into our script. We'll be creating instances from these libraries. Then important code snippets being resource management client instance. You use resource management client instance for creating the resource group. And that's the resource management client instance to create the resource group. Here I'm giving the resource group as Python Azure VM RG, and the location is East US. And using and we're creating resource client instance here. Using that instance, I'm going to call the resource groups dot create or update method or function here. Here are some of the constants that I have defined: VNet name, subnet name, IP name, NSG name, NSG rule name, IP config name, and nickname. These are the parameters, or these are some of the constants I will be using in my script while deployment. Provisioning a virtual machine. Once we have the resource group, the script related to resource group ready, we need to write the script for provisioning the virtual network. We need to go in a sequential sequential order. First, we need to provision the resource group, then virtual network, and then because we need to provision the downstream resources first. And so we create the virtual network subnet, and then we provision an IP address, and then we provision network interface card. And before we provision network interface card, we need to have the security rule ready because we do have the dependency inside the network interface card to the security rule to open up the port 22 on the given IP address. So this is the provisioning of virtual network. Let's take a look at the code here. For network provisioning, we need a network client, and we need to use network management client, which comes from azure.management.network library here. And this is the function begin, create, or update. And then the third step is to provision the subnet, as I mentioned here in the presentation. This is the code snippet for creating provisioning subnet. And this is also begin, create, or update. And it's a function within network client library. And then the next step is to provision an IP address. And the IP address name, IP name, I have defined. The constant is defined at the top. I had already mentioned that. We need to specify the location, SKU public IP allocation method, which is static, and then public IP address version IPv4. And then network client dot network security groups dot begin, create, or update security group. This is creation of the security group so that we can define our security rule to open up port 22. And this is the method begin, create, or update. And network client dot security rules is the library here. Then this is the network interface card, creation of the provisioning network interface card. And as I said, it has the dependency to the NSG. So that's why we define the NSG first, and then we are defining the network interface card, and within the network interface card, we have the dependency to NSG. And then virtual machine creation. Virtual machine creation is within compute management library, and within the compute management namespace, and compute management client namespace is within the azure.management.compute library here. We mentioned the VM name, username, and password. We could also give SSH, public key, private key for authentication. Today, I'm just using plain username, password. And then compute client.virtual machines is the library, and then .begin, create, or update is the function. And then we specify the storage profile, Ubuntu, and Ubuntu server is the offering. And then we have the hardware profile here, size, and the disk, and then operating system profile, and then network profile. Okay, so okay. And the command is Python VM creation. That's the script. So the provisioning is complete. We can see what are all provisioned resource group, and this is our resource group name, provisioned virtual network VNet dash WP, and provisioned virtual subnet, public IP address, network security group, and network interface client, network interface card actually, virtual machine. Let's check from the portal. Resource groups. Yep, that's our resource group that got created. And we don't need the network watchers. So let me go ahead. And then we have Python as your example -vm -rg resource group created. This is the virtual machine. Open and then connect. So I just wanted to check if this port is provisioned, the access to this port, access to this virtual machine is provisioned through this port. So that is 22. So let me connect using SSH. I think it is Azure. Yeah, it's AZ admin. @ IP address. And then the password, admin dash pass 123. Yep, there it is. Welcome to Ubuntu. Extended security maintenance is not enabled. 52 additional security updates can be, yeah, you can see we logged into the Ubuntu machine. Yep, that's it. That's the demo for today. Thank you.
Done, right?
Yep.
Okay, I'll stop recording.